Good morning and welcome to Megastar Magazine TV. I am your host, Nnamdi Adrian. Unfortunately, today my co-host and brother Victor Otewe is unavailable. But trust me, we have a very interesting show lined up for you. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the news in retrospect. This week we are going to be looking at, we have a lot lined up for you, and these are the headlines. Joining us now is Mr. Kingsley, an expert analyst, a political analyst from This Day newspaper. Join us, let's dissect the stories. We have a very interesting one coming up. Welcome back to Megastar Magazine TV, and this is the news in retrospect. So joining us now, I have my guest, Mr. Kingsley, an analyst from This Day magazine. Welcome, Mr. Kingsley.
Thank you, my brother. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Mr. Kingsley. It's always nice having you on our show.
An happy weekend and happy Valentine in advance.
Same to you. Do you have any plans for the Valentine? Are we taking anywhere out?
See me, I'm putting on something.
A touch of red.
Touch of red. So, and I'm also ready for the activity of today.
Yeah. Ready for the weekend. Let's turn the city red.
Yes.
All right, guys. So, Mr. Kingsley, let's get straight to it. Senate approves e-transmission of result, allow manual backup. I mean, this electoral act has been going up and down. What is this all about?
Finally, let's assume the bill has finally got to the Senate and they approve it. But apart from approving the bill, there's still more we are expecting from the presidency and the Senate.
Yeah.
Yes, with all the protests and the activists on the street for more than 3 days,
yeah,
has finally achieved something, and the Senate, they have to call emergency section, which bring out the signing of the bill. But signing of the bill, it has not ended. We still expect more from the Senate. The Senate is also know what to do. It's just because they are playing politics around the bill, which the Nigerian, me and you know the politics they are playing.
Yeah, so like, sorry for cutting you off. So for example, part of the whole brouhaha that has been happening is the idea of live transmission and non-live transmission. So what is that all about?
The transmission they are talking of, the Senate has already said it or that we'll sign this bill and we'll also sign the backup in case if the transmission does not work, the manual will work, which they know what they are doing. Why manual?
This is not the first time.
If you are transmitting a result, why manual? After you sign
what is the manual?
And you have all what it takes to make the transmission
to work,
because I think the INEC budget for this to happen. So the Senate should not use excuse of maybe if the transmission did not work, then we have a backup of a manual backup.
Some of these things also. Some of the senators said they don't have what's it called? Network in their villages.
They are all afraid. They are afraid. It's not about the presidency alone now. Most of the senators know that once they translate this result electronically. Some of them cannot win their local government election. Some of them cannot even win their polling.
But is it not subject to being hacked?
They are still afraid.
It's subject to being hacked.
But you know, in Nigeria, we know how to manipulate things.
My point exactly. So if there's still going to be an electronic transmission, who is to say that it cannot be hacked electronically? But before the final collision is sent to the center, who is to say it cannot be hacked and a different figure can't be sent into?
We might not get it right still in 2027, exactly. In time of transmission of election electronically. So that's my take.
Oh, I completely agree with you. But you know, guys, let's just keep our fingers crossed and, you know, keep praying and hoping that INEC gets it right, and, you know, 2027 elections, everybody's votes actually count this time around. So moving on, Mr. Kingsley, Obi joins protests at National Assembly over Senate's decision on electoral bill. So you see, this still goes back to like the previous story we're talking about. People are protesting with there isn't clarity on this bill. The bill is quite ambiguous, you know. Nigerians want clarity and answers.
Yes, but Obi being joined the protests, we know that it's also a way to bring himself out and sell himself to the people that, okay, yes,
pre-campaigning.
Yes, I'm seeing it as pre-campaigning. Like, okay, let's go to the street.
Yeah,
this government must do it right.
Yeah.
Yes, Obi is
an opposition.
Is an opposition. Everybody know, and even the president of today has done that before.
Yeah.
He has led a protest.
Yeah.
in a year back, and which and today he is a president. So if Obi is in the street to protest against electronic heart, I think he has the right. He has the right. That's why he's a contender of 2020. We never even know. Maybe he will be in the bylaw or he will be a running mate, but he still have the right to be in the street as me and you and other Nigerians.
Yeah, we all have the right to
protest. Exactly. So being in the street I don't see it as anything wrong. I believe he's still selling himself. He's still saying the integrity that people are seeing in him, that if Obi become a president of this country, I think he will do more better than who is there today. So let's hope that and we thank God, after the protest, with all the caliber of people that we saw in that protest, the life of Obi, the life of Amechi, the life of Onoche, the former ADC to Buhari, Onoche, and so many of them like that came to the street and protest. And thank God, they what the protest for, they finally achieved it, and we believe the Senate will do the needful and do the proper thing they're supposed to do to make the electronic heart signed to the law.
Yeah, you know, for me, like you said, everybody is executing their civil rights.
Yes.
Because everybody has the right, we all have the right to, you know, hit the streets and make our voices known. But, you know, like you said earlier, I also think this is a pre-campaign strategy for Obi, for Peter Obi, you know, get out there, let his face be seen, let his voice be heard, let it be seen that he's doing something
and
for the benefit of the country and for the people.
Also, the political party is converting to be their flag bearer, also has a caliber of people that if Obi is not coming out now, coming out now to pull the crowd, to sell himself. And when they get to the primary election with that party he belongs to now, if he doesn't sell himself out and bring himself out to people, they might still use dollar and buy vote, and he might not get his vote.
Because you know, this game of politics is just a game of numbers.
He has to show his energy to people, and who are the follower to him, and how can you pull the crowd. It's not about, we should not be looking at the when you buy a delegate anymore. Okay, some politicians believe I can use my money and buy delegates.
Yeah.
But we should be looking beyond that buying of a delegate. We should be looking at what can you give us? What is the record you have? So, and Obi now, the way we are seeing Obi, it seems is man of people. It's man the people want to see around that. Oh, let's even give him. It's not about the geopolitical zone he come from. Yeah. It's about what
the capacity of the man.
What can you give the country? What can you give Nigeria?
Yeah.
So I think Obi is doing the right thing at the right time, and I hope when they come to during the primary election in the party he's contesting under, they will also do justice to that by not giving by dollarize or by saying okay, it's my turn, or it's my I'm being contesting for a decade. So now I must get it. It's not about that. It's about
leadership
and capacity. Yeah. Who you have around you, who can make things happen. So I believe Obi is in the right track for the protest.
All right, guys, please let us know what you think. Drop your comments, and don't forget to follow us. So drop your comments in the comment section, and please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Megastar Magazine TV. I will remain your host, Nnamdi Adrian, and I still have my guests with me, Mr. Kingsley from This Day Magazine. So moving on, we are going on to the next topic, which says Congress set to sanction Fulani militia and ex-Kano Governor Kwankwaso. This story is quite interesting to me, Mr. Kingsley, because, I mean, it just came out from nowhere. You know, and the NNPP boss being sanctioned, the United States Congress, it just came out from nowhere overnight. And even Kwankwaso himself says he's surprised.
It came out as a surprise, but the U.S. Congress that sanctioned, they don't just come up with the list today. They have been doing a underground investigation about the crisis in Nigeria.
Intelligence gathering.
Yes. And which the list of the top leader in this country, they have the list and they have the information that back it up since the time of what is it called, when Boko Haram was set up,
2009.
2009, when Obasanjo was saying Boko Haram is just a political fight against his government. But we cannot see today now that it's not about political fight anymore. It's about a
regional control.
So now, if the U.S. intelligence have the list and mentions name, they have their database, they have Nigeria database that they have the state that this crisis is happening, and they know where it's happening. So mention Meis Allah, which is the leader of Fulani S-Men and the leader of NNPP, former governor of Kano State, which is Konkosia. So they have lists of past governors that they have been in power before, and they know what this crisis of insecurity in Nigeria, and they know if they bring them out, they mention their name, they can call them and interrogate them. They know more about the security challenge we are having in Nigeria. Not just only Conco, so many of past governors, past leaders, they were in the list.
So a senior NNPP official came out on Arise yesterday, to be precise, and you know, he was defending Kwankwaso. The reason why the United States they are planning on putting Kwankwaso under the list. You know, he said something about Kwankwaso supporting the what's it called now, Sharia law. Enforcing the Sharia law and supporting the Sharia law, you know, in Kano State in that period, even though they might not be necessarily financial trails.
Why the leader of NNPP is coming out, he is now taking it from the angle of politics. Meanwhile, he knows the Konkoso is a leader in the political party he's heading. So, and bringing a leader of a party out to be among the sponsor of a terrorist does not count well for the political party. So why he's coming out now is to defend the Konkoso. But he know the truth cannot be hid. He might come out to the national TV and say whatever he wants. Okay, my leader is not been, he has never been in the list of terrorists. He is doing this, he is doing that. But because the law does not allow,
gives them immunity,
or maybe because they are still in the government system, they are some are passed, or because of their party is still in the power, we cannot just bring them to the light and say, oh, you are one of the sponsors.
So would you say this is going to affect Kwankwaso's, bid to run? If yes, he wants to run in 2027, is this going to affect him?
It will only just weak him, but Nigerian politics, they are not ashamed. Even if they indict you that you stole money, you can still use that money and come and campaign for election. So calling him now out that is among the sponsors of the terrorists, it will only weak him. But I'm not seeing him throw out of the race. I'm not seeing it. Although he has not also come out to say, okay, I'm contesting. It's all what we are still seeing is negotiating, which Konko so good in negotiating with political party, the highest bidder, who will be the one he will follow. So that is how I'm seeing it as, okay, maybe he might end up not even
coming out,
in any political party, but he will still want to protect. He will still want to protect himself by supporting a group, one political party, or he will assure some political party that, okay, I can give you our numbers, then I will support you.
All right, that's so interesting. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, and this remains Megastar Magazine TV, the news in retrospect. Well, we've been going on and on about it. We are back on it, and Senator clash over Minister David Umai's 3.2 trillion naira budget. Mr. Kingsley, what do you think about this?
Well, I don't want to dwell more on Umai, because Umai is now getting more attraction in the domain. The last time he have a problem with a contractor, now he's having a challenge with the B. They call you to come and defend your budget. You don't need to be like
causing unnecessary rowdiness and distraction
in the Senate. You are a governor before, you know how to work and you know what you're supposed to do. I believe Omai could have prepared himself before coming to the committee to defend the budget. So I think he should still go back and sit and think about what you are doing. You are doing it for the Nigerian. The contract they are giving you the budget. You have to account for it. So if they ask you a question in the House or in the Senate, in the committee, you should be able to defend yourself and give an accurate figure to what you are doing in the society. So Umai should still sit down and know that you are the Minister of Work.
I completely agree with this statement. I noticed Senator Umai is quite egotistic. He's proud, and he needs to learn humility and remember he's a public servant first. He's had issues with Rufai. Called Rufai a small boy. Rather than accounting for giving proper account to the Nigerian people, he's calling a reporter a small boy, or going to the Senate,
Should not
and
be
when the
that.
Senate, you know,
Should not
is
be
asking him
that.
to defend 3.2 trillion naira.
Should not be that. You have to explain.
You have to, you know, defend it, because you know in this session he first had a rumble with Senator Adams Oshomole representing Edo North Senatorial District, and they were having a back and forth, like they were playing table tennis.
It has been the life of Omai, so let him focus on the work they gave him and make the work done and leave the argument.
All right, so moving on real quick, we have Wike Fubara called truce after Tinubu's move. So we've had this conversation time and time again.
And you know, I remember I told you that this fight, the president
is going to intervene again,
and it has not happened.
And it has happened again.
It will still happen again.
So you believe that this is just for show?
What happened a few days was just a test of the microphone. But the main one is coming up in election time.
Yeah,
when they are going to do the primary, whereby the Wike faction and the Fubara faction will now have a different candidate.
Agreement is agreement.
Okay, that one might not work then because the agreement is agreement now is now in the other side.
A new agreement has been formed.
Yes, and the called Godson now is now the
001.
The 001 of the state. Yeah. So if you are having agreement, is when he's a boy to you in your party.
But Mr. President's intervention said, you know, Mr. President said Wike is, you know, the head of Rivers State, whether it is a PDP or APC.
As far as River is concerned, this crisis will continue to 2027 general election, because after the meeting with the president, I think the Fubara went back to the state and withdraw all the
cabinet members.
The cabinet member, and now ask them to hand over to their leader. So now, yes, it's dialing to the tone of the Wike, which with the intervening of Mr. President. But before the election, he will still come out, Wike will still come up with another crisis that at the end of the day, River State will not get peace. And we pray the common man, the community, the society will not be a victim. Because when an election come up and you cannot come out to vote, and the next thing you hear, it will be scaring, and people will be like, oh, River again. So I hope it will not lead to that.
Hopefully, we really hope it doesn't lead to that. Please, Mr. Wike, let River State know peace. Let them know peace, so that governance and government can, you know, governance can actually happen in the state, and you know, the people of River State can get to enjoy the state and, you know, the benefits of the state. All right. Thank you, Mr. Kingsley, for your analysis. It's been really interesting, very interesting conversation with you. We look forward to having you again, please.
Thank you, my brother.